So good everyone, Mazezuke here. Today, the 13th of February 2020. Breaking news. The Supreme Court has sacked the incoming Bayelsa state government. That is the one that will take over tomorrow. Lyon. It's an unbelievable judgment. The Supreme Court today, on Thursday, sacked the Bayelsa state governor-elect, David Lyon, and his deputy governor, Degi Eremiojo. The Apex Court, in a unanimous decision today by a 5-man panel of justice led by Justice Mary Odili, held that Degi Eremiojo presented a forged certificate to Independent National Electoral Commission, that is the INEC. Isn't that indeed a sad news for the people of Bayelsa State? It is held that the Form CF001, the deputy governor submitted to INEC for the purposes of the November 16th election, 2019 governorship election in the state, contained false information of fundamental nature. We will come to that. Now, Justice Ejimbe Eko, who delivered that judgment today, who is the lead and delivered the judgment, stated that the November 12th judgment of the Federal High Court in Abuja that disqualified Deji Eremiojo from participating in that governorship pool. That means that guy should not have participated in that election at all. The disqualified governor, as we saw today, was already today rehearsing how he will take over tomorrow. See the pictures. I pity him because this is a guy who has been rehearsing how he's going to take over tomorrow. You remember when this was done in Imo State? Imo State PDP took over the streets. So some people on social media has been saying, should APC hit the street as well? Because this judgment is against the APC in Bayelsa State. Now, beyond what people say about this election, there are fundamental things that I think this country called Nigeria doesn't make sense, because these things will keep happening. If this is a place where people have common sense and where people have value, what would have happened now is those that did the Bayelsa 2019 electoral screening, that is those APC members that did the screening, should be sanctioned. As we speak, if Nigeria is a nation with any iota of grey matters within its leadership rank, one must expect that this guy should be tried of forgery. Because, obviously, if the Supreme Court has ruled, that means it has become so evidently clear, and that there is no, it's beyond avoidable doubt. There is no iota of doubt that he forged a result, because according to Supreme Court. Therefore, what is going to happen? Is it going to be a pat in the back as usual? Because no one gets punished. That's why this madness will keep continuing. How can someone who has gone, this is not from the governor who has won the election, he has gone today, you can see, look at the pictures. He was actually, rehearsing how he's going to take salute tomorrow, shake people's hands. Probably, hopefully they haven't given him all the codes, but he has been rehearsing. They've even published program of events. Everything is set for tomorrow. Less than 24 hours of this guy, Lyon, taking over. He's just been sacked. One thing that I found a little bit sad, actually, is that PDP has, in the last 8 years, PDP has actually messed up Bayelsa State. PDP hasn't done wonderfully well in Bayelsa State. Hence, the people of Bayelsa were angry. And in that anger, they vented their anger and chose Lyon. Actually, Lyon was in PDP anyway, so let no one make mistake of saying, well, we don't like APC. There is APC and PDP is nothing but 6 and half a dozen. They are from the same mother, they are from the same father. They are the same thieves. They are the same looters. They are the same people that has been destroying the system. They are not good. Look at Abia State. Ojuzokal, when he stole Imo State and Abia State and raped Abia State, he was a governor and he was in PDP. Theodore Oji, the one that took over from him, the one that we have now seen, according to EFCC, that he and his son has taken so much money from Abia State. What is happening? He was of the PDP stock. Now, Lyon was in PDP. So moving to APC means nothing. It's just, they can change party the way they change their boxers. It means absolutely nothing to them because there is no philosophical underpinning that guides what someone believes in, what someone does not believe in. The only losers in all this madness are the Bayelsa people. The Bayelsa people, just like Imo State, the way Ndimo came out in anger because of what Okorocha had done in Imo State and voted against Okorocha and his son-in-law, that has been upturned. The same thing happened in Bayelsa now. Bayelsa voted against the PDP and Dixon. If you saw this video, I think 2 days ago, the people were actually blocking Government House, shouting that he has destroyed the party that they've known, which is the PDP, because he wanted to have his own way. His candidate that he single-handedly imposed in Bayelsa State is nothing but his puppet. Sadly, he's going to be the only benefactor. He's going to be the only person that will benefit from the whole mess, because the guy that's going to take over is another. I don't know the word to use, the adjective to use to qualify him. It's someone else like Dixon, someone without anything to offer. So he's going to be the person to take over. However, people came out and, queued, voted for Lyon. And, look at how he ended. The thing is, honestly, talking about Nigeria just gives someone so much headache. How can something like this happen? My only problem is the people of Bayelsa will lose. There is no way this guy will be punished. He won't be punished because this is Nigeria for you. He will not be punished. Why? Why can't they just punish him? Make a mince pie out of him. Charge him for perjury. Charge him for lying under oath. Charge him for forging the result that he forged. Maybe jail him 10 years. Then every other person will wake up. At the same time, make sure that those APC people that have gone to Bayelsa and done the the screening, every single member of that screening board must be dealt with. That is the only way. That is only way to make this work. Because at the end of the day, if there are no punitive measures, if there are no deterrents, if there are no measures put in place to stop this madness from happening, it will keep happening. Punish anyone that was involved in doing the screening. I actually posted that they didn't do a good job. Someone replied, no, they didn't even do a job at all, talk less of doing a good one. If they did, this is something they should have found out, that this result was, entirely false. But they didn't, because they go for screening, they give them money, and everyone stays. We cannot run a nation that runs on corruption. Everything, people believe that they can get everything with money. At some point, something has to give way. We cannot continue like this. That's why, I keep saying it, before we clamor for restructuring. But the way it is now, honestly, it is actually too late to begin to talk about restructuring. The things are really getting out of hand. However, what do? The whole thing is really disgusting. Disgusting to say the least. Once more, this is Mazel, okay? Peace out.